Hello everyone, it's Carrie Heaps with Chromatic Council, and I am coming back to you with another color card reading for winter, my winter palette people for 2026. This is going to be an annual reading for the whole year, so I'm going to be pulling 6 cards rather than 3 to talk about mind, body, and soul. If you have not had a color analysis done before, you can click on the link in the show notes below, and I can do a color card reading for you online, or excuse me, a color analysis for you online to find out whether you are winter, autumn, summer, or spring. This is the winter color card, secondary and primary colors of what you should be wearing in your wardrobe and for makeup and for accessories. This is for both men and women. So that link is below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I talk about all sorts of things that have to do with color, the psychology of color and wardrobe. I do these color readings as well on a monthly basis. And because it's December, I'm doing one for each season for 2026. Also, too, if you would like to have a personalized color card reading for you only, there's a link now in the show notes. You can take advantage of that, but you have to know what your season is. So otherwise, you can't get one done. But that is done online. The results and everything are sent to you, and it's personalized just for you. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I am using the Secret Language of Color cards here by Anna Seagal, and I do have a link for the Amazon link where you can get these cards. Now, with these color card readings, these are going to be colors that I will pull that you need to have around you to make it where, it might be certain things that you're trying to do or fix in your life. These will kind of help and act as an activator or tool. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. If something that I share resonates with you, I think that's fabulous. But again, it is for entertainment purposes. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. And I'm going to pull 6 cards for my winter palette people. So the first one I pulled here is Purple, Developmental Clarity. And also, to keep in mind, if you are not a winter and you're just kind of watching because you wanted to see what things are like, the winters, every season has their own personality traits. Winter's personality, watermelon, have fun with your inner child. The winter personality, their traits are typically, they're very confident people, very direct and polished, high achieving, very logical. They can, use their right and left brain very equally. They're efficiency focused, they're logical. Most winters are typically, you'll find most celebrities are, or famous people are winters, that they're of that winter palette. They're minimalist, but not in the way most people think. They value precision and excellence, so they don't need a lot of extra things out there to solve problems. They only need very chocolate, nourish your mind, body, or body and soul. That one's been coming up a lot for 2026. Also, winters thrive under pressure. They maintain a very strong presence. Orange, nurture yourself. And typically their strengths are they're good at focusing. They're very authoritative, bold communication. You know exactly where you stand with them. And sometimes people can come across as being intimidating, almost cold and rigid. Bronze, strengthen your body. So let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just need one more. So that's just kind of an overview of the personality traits of a winter. And blue, activate your healing power. So we have 6 colors here. We've got the blue, bronze, orange, chocolate, watermelon, and purple. So I'm going to start off with purple here. And again, these are going to be colors that you really need to have around you. These could be in a photo, a picture. You could get the color cards and just stack them on your desk to have them around. A lot easier that way. That's typically what I will do with mine. And you could have this in, jewelry. If it's something like watermelon or chocolate, you could have that in your home because they're things that you're going to consume, or even with an orange, same thing. But make sure they're within your vision, that you can see them as well each day. And again, these are things that can kind of help you going through whatever it is you might be going through. So the first one here is Purple, Developmental Clarity. Now, this has been kind of the running theme I have been finding with all of the seasons has been 2026 is going to be a year of change, of action. But before we take action, all of us, it's saying kind of like developmental clarity, like where do you want to go? There may be some of you who feel like, hey, I want to start a business, or I'm going to do a career change, or I'm going to move cross country. You kind of want to prep yourself mentally to do that. To make those changes, and everybody needs to have a plan. So with mental clarity, it's also kind of telling me that, hey, you need to figure out where you want to go, what it is you're wanting to accomplish, and make sure that you have a really clear plan and a clear head for this. Boundaries would be a big thing for you too in the upcoming year, to make sure that you don't have anything that's kind of keeping you away from accomplishing your goals. So that is another thing that you want to think about. But have purple around you to kind of help develop that mental clarity and develop that focus that you're going to be needing for whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish in the new year. Now, watermelon, I hardly ever get this card in a lot of readings, so I'm always excited when I see it. But watermelon, have fun with your inner child. This is also another sign that, with 2026, you want to put yourself first. Putting ourselves first is not selfish. It's not a bad thing. If we don't put ourselves first and take care of ourselves, we can't help anybody else. So we all need to have a little fun in our life. So this card is telling me that maybe there's something you've been thinking about doing that would just be a fun thing. Maybe not a vacation. Maybe it is a vacation. I don't know. But perhaps it's something that you've always wanted to try. Maybe it's taking a watercolor class, or doing yoga, or learning a new sport, or taking a self-defense class, whatever it may be. Just go ahead and do it and have fun. It's always important to have fun, laugh a little bit too. This card's also telling me that I think a lot of you, like many people, have, just really been put through a lot the past few years. You want to laugh a little bit more. Laughing can really release those endorphins and make you feel better and just, lighten up and take life a little bit easier than what most people would. But whatever it is you've been thinking about that would be a fun thing to do, go ahead and do it. Now, chocolate. This is a great card too. And again, chocolate, you could have chocolate in the house, eat chocolate, not in excess, obviously, but a lot of times people look at chocolate as a treat, and kind of like what you can see here with the card, it's almost like a luxurious chocolate. Chocolate tells us to nourish our body and soul. So again, it's all about putting you first, putting your needs first. And again, if there's what some people might consider a little bit of luxury, for you, it's really not a luxury. Like maybe it's getting a massage, or maybe it's getting your nails done, or getting a pedicure. Go ahead and do it. Treat yourself. You deserve it. You need a little treat, a little break. Life can't be all about just working all the time. So be a little bit indulgent with yourself. And again, I'm not saying to go overboard. You have to look at your situation and figure out what you can do and what you want to do. However, this is telling me that, you need to indulge yourself a little bit, and maybe that is buying something that's chocolate and eating it, or it may be, again, getting a massage, or doing some yoga. Maybe buying something that you've been eyeing for quite some time, and they have it, you can buy it, through Klarma, or through, a firm, or whatever, like a buy on time, to where you don't have to spend all the money at once. Whatever it is, just know a little bit of luxury can go a long way and can really help rejuvenate, your body and your soul. And just kind of being in line with who you really are. You've got a very strong personality. You can figure things out. And sometimes we need to just kind of take a break, or do something that we really like to do, so we can kind of gain that clarity. It's just like a lot of people don't take vacations, even though they have vacation time. Like they might take the week off, but they stay at home. But kind of taking a vacation a lot of times can give you a little bit more clarity. It gives you another perspective. And so you not only come back feeling refreshed, but you come back with different experiences. Now the next color here is orange. And again, this could be an orange that you eat as well, in addition to having things around you that have the color of orange in it. But orange tells us to, again, nurture ourselves. I feel like maybe the past year, maybe not everybody, but some of the people who are listening, I really feel like you've put so many people before you, that you've kind of put you and your needs last. And this card and the cards before, again, with the chocolate, as well, you want to start putting yourself first. You need to do that. Whether that is, nurturing yourself by setting better boundaries, eating better, exercising a little bit more, doing something fun, reconnecting with friends, something, whatever it may be that's nurturing to you, you need to do a little bit more of that in 2026, because again, you gotta take care of you. You can't pour from an empty cup. Now, bronze is strengthen your body. Now, with bronze, again, this, you could have something around you. Maybe you have something like a planter. For some reason, for some of you, I see that you might have a planter outside that's made of bronze, or has a bronze look to it, that you could put plants in. Again, just kind of have it in your eyes view as much as you can. But this is telling me strengthen your body. And again, it could just be that you've been feeling tired, and maybe again, you have to kind of look at your routine. Do you need to exercise more? For some of you, I feel like maybe supplements or eating better might be a good thing for you, watching your diet, but strengthening your body how you see fit. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, but if you've been feeling tired, you've been feeling kind of run down, take a look at, your exercise routine. Are you reconnecting with nature? Are you doing some type of exercise every day or a few times a week? Or do you need to kind of improve your diet? We all know when we binge on junk food, that we might get that sugar rush, but then we feel we just crash from that. So you might need to be strengthening your body through that. Or even, one thing that I've set for myself, I'm a spring, I'm not a winter, but one thing that I've wanting to do more of in 2026 is to really get back to what I was doing a few years ago, where I had several supplements that I would take every day. And I didn't nap during the day. I didn't, there were just all these things that really helped me. For some people, I don't know why, but I get a picture of like a juicer. And I don't know if that's because I've seen the orange and the watermelon, the fruit that's coming up in the cards here. But it might be that you want to start doing a juicing routine. Some people love doing that. Some people hate it. But make sure that you're doing what you can to strengthen your body, to be as healthy as you can. And it could be too, again, maybe some of you have been thinking about doing some type of competition. Maybe it's a bodybuilding competition. I don't know, for some reason that's popping in my brain for some people. But you want to strengthen your body and be in the best condition you can possibly be in now for your life, to enjoy your life. And the last one here that I have is blue, which is activate your healing power. Now, with blue, and again, this kind of came up. This is the last card that I picked for you. However, it's kind of telling me that, and it doesn't have to be healing from a physical perspective. Keep in mind, our mind, body, and soul, all three can use nurturing and healing, and they work together. So I feel like this is more for people who kind of need to healing their soul. And what I mean by that is I just feel very strongly that there's so many people that there's people I feel like that might be listening that aren't following their passion, like what they're truly meant to be doing, like what would truly set your soul on fire. And maybe you're not doing it because of financial reasons. Maybe you're not doing it because you feel like it's not the right timing, or you're not really sure how to do it. My advice to you would be is to think about how you can kind of get started with that. Because with you being in the best mindset that you can be in, and knowing like, hey, this is why I'm here. This is my soul's purpose. This is what I need to be doing. And maybe you've tried in the past and you're like, oh gosh, I just was never able to make any money at whatever it is that your gifts are. This card is telling me that don't give up on that. Like, even if you just use it as a side hustle for right now, give it what time and attention that you can to kind of heal that relationship and know that you are worthy. You can charge for your gifts and for, you know, the things that you bring to the world. We all can. It doesn't have to be that the only way you can get paid is by doing things that nobody else wants to do, because that just simply isn't true. So I think just kind of activate your healing power to think about things in a different light. And if you're not journaling, I would encourage people to journal, because I find when you journal and you write down, you know, like, how can I, you know, like maybe you're a painter and you're like, gosh, I really want to make money by painting. How can I do that? And you start journaling about that. Like what are the top 3 ideas that I should be implementing to sell my paintings? And you'll find when you start journaling, ideas start to come out, because you're in that mindset and you're putting pen to paper. And you're really thinking about, how can I make this work? And again, it takes a lot of healing from old thought patterns, old mindset issues, other people's mindset issues. Because always remember, whenever you ask someone else for advice, they will always give you the advice looking through their lens, which doesn't help you at the end of the day. So that's kind of where I'm going with this, and what that card is kind of telling me, that whatever it is that you're wanting to do, you this is kind of like a bursting star, you know, that you can land among this, that what you're doing, if you really want to do it, you can, anything's possible, but you got to put your mind into it, and you have to be in the right mindset for it. So that's what I have for all of my fabulous winter palette people. So again, I hope that some of the things that I shared with you today resonate with you. If it did, you know, again, keep in mind you want to keep those colors around you in the upcoming year. And I want to thank everyone for joining me. And if you liked this video, I hope you will like it, physically like it, and subscribe to the channel so you know when I upload another video on the winter personality.